Welcome back, guys. Another video for you today. Today's video is going to be about the highs and lows of importing a dog from the States. As you may or may not know, all of my dogs are imported, the 4 that are living with me now, and I've also had 4 imported that are living elsewhere. So I've been through it. I know the highs and lows. I know what it takes, and I figured I can give you the hints and tips, so that's exactly what we're going to do.
All right, so Flea, let's start off with your process, yeah? So you saying you've imported 8 dogs?
Yeah.
How does it start? You obviously find your dog, you figure out a nice...
I've purchased all of my dogs off of Instagram, different kennels. I've scanned through, I've seen certain breedings that I like, see the mums and dads that I like, have a look at their pedigrees in terms of their parents and stuff. So anyway, there's a process that I go through in just terms of just looking.
Whatever's pleasing to your eye.
Literally.
That's what... Because everybody's got their own type of dog that they like.
That's right. I mean, a lot of people... I'm talking about when I first got into it. I liked what I saw, and then I purchased it. Does that make sense? But yeah. I would say there's a more strategic way of going about it. Obviously, you know, now knowing what I know now, I'd want to look into the health of the parents, the health of the generation that are leading up to the dog that I'm purchasing.
Right.
I want to make sure that I trust the kennels that I'm buying off, have a relationship with them, so to speak. You know, it's a lot of money that you are putting into a dog. You want to make sure it's healthy for one, you want to make sure it arrives safely, and you want to make sure it is what you're buying. Because obviously in litters, you don't have consistent litters. You may have one puppy that is not as so structurally well built as the first pick. Yeah. The price will reflect on that. Does that make sense? Yeah. You may go in to buy first pick, the kennel, I'm not going to name no names, but they may not give you first pick or what they consider as first pick. They'll hold back their continuation to their legacy. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So a trust is a very big thing.
So you found your dog,
right?
What's the next bit? Is it deep deposit?
More than likely you're gonna have to put £1,000 depot down. Yeah. That's what usually is, $1,000.
Yeah.
So if the pup's between $8,000 and $12,000, for example, you put down £1,000 depot. It could be more or less. I'm just giving you a rough estimate of what the prices are roughly like, between 8 and 12.
And is the deposit dependent on what pick? Because
a deposit's a deposit, but the price is going to vary on the pup. So say, for example, a litter has 8 puppies, 4 female, 4 male. There will be a first pick price and there will be a last pick price, and they will differ. If your first pick, you have the ability to choose first out of the whole litter. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Got you.
Now
so you'll be the best one.
So if you've got a vision in mind, or if you've got a structure in mind for a puppy, choosing first will enable you to choose the pup first and secure your puppy. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I mean, look, no litters are consistent.
Yeah.
That's what every breeder aims to do, is produce a consistent litter, but it's never always the case. You might end up with one that fits my vision, and you might end up with one that fits your vision as a breeder. As a breeder, you might reserve first and second pick because you want the continuation to your legacy or your bloodline. So then I'll be able to choose from second onwards.
Are the imports like more expensive than the UK dogs?
Not necessarily. I mean, we've got really good quality here, and you've got really exclusive breedings here. So the prices are quite high on them as well. But yeah, in America, it varies. It all just varies. You know, it depends on who you go to, how famous the dogs are, what they've produced before. Right. I mean, a breeder like myself, for example, might have a male that consistently produces really good dogs, and he's got a name for himself. So if he goes with their top female at the time, right, then they just know that their pups are going to be good. They're going to have high hopes for them, so they'll price them accordingly. Does that make sense?
There's like some famous kennels.
Yeah. I mean, the prices vary on the breedings and dogs that are involved in the breedings.
So you say £1,000 deposit?
£1,000 deposit, but usually the process from the States is that you can't have your puppy straight away. The benefit of buying from the UK will be that you can come look at your puppy from stage 1 all the way up until 8 weeks of old when it's ready to go to its new home. But that's it. 8 weeks is all you have to wait. Right. In America, you'd have to wait until 12 weeks. Then the rabies vaccination is applied, because any dog coming to the UK has to have a rabies, right? Along with other vaccinations, but the rabies is a must. Cannot enter without it. So at 12 weeks of age, the rabies is applied. Then you have to wait 21 days after the application of the rabies for the dog to be shipped. But he has to leave the breeder and go sit with a shipping agency, where it will stay for between 12 to 15 days, maybe the full 21 days. Yeah. After which it will get shipped, and then it has to go from America to Holland, usually from Holland to UK, maybe even Ireland. So he has to go through quite a lengthy process, a shipping process. For example, Belisa here, who's just jumped on me, she's come from Brazil. So you can imagine she had an 11-hour direct flight to Holland. Then from Holland, she came to the UK. I'll be honest, it's quite a shocking experience. You know what I'm trying to say? You see the dog, it comes through quite skinny, quite gaunt, you know, quite timid. You know what I'm trying to say? And it's of age as well. So it's not always a pleasurable experience. I've purchased a dog that's come over from the States, like Venom. She ended up with dysplasia, you know, having back and forth with the kennel about getting reimbursed and stuff like that.
Is that the biggest risk?
I mean, yeah, I mean, there's that as well. Also, obviously, if you've got a pack of animals like I have now and you import a dog, it could come with diseases, it could come with so many different problems, it can come with parvovirus that can fully, like, you know, kill every one of your one of your dogs. You know what I'm trying to say? Last time I had a dog come over with kennel cough and I had a whole litter on the ground. If the litter had caught the kennel cough, they all would have been dead. So that's why I make sure that when I'm doing my breedings from the UK, I try to provide a service that I would expect. Does that make sense? Yeah, you can see the mum and dads you can see the mum and dads of the pups moving around. You can see how healthy they are. Mind you, I health test all my dogs. Embark health test them all. I do a hip and elbow testing as well. All my pups are fully vaccinated, they're health checked, they're dewormed, they're microchipped, they all have their ABKC papers in hand. You can see the puppies growing up from 0 up until 8 weeks of age, and that's right, you have to wait till 8 weeks, not 16 weeks.
Yeah.
And you get the full bloodline that you would in America over here. This video isn't here bashing breeders, it's about the process, and it's the truth about the process.
Well, your experience is the main thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
Your
like
personal
I've experienced it over 8 times. You know what I'm trying to say? I've been through this 8 times, and yeah, I've had you know, good ones and I've had negative ones. You know what I'm trying to say? So yeah, I'm just here just shining light on it. So that's it, guys, another video there. Quick insight on what it takes to buy a dog from the States, the highs and the lows. I've been through it quite a few times. I figured I could share my knowledge. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, subscribe and share, and see you soon. Thank you.